in today's Anime Adventures video, I do a tier list on all the new units that just came out, which new units are meta defining, which are not. They're actually a couple, so I'll let you guys know throughout the video when a new unit comes up on the tier list. But I'll also be doing all the older units, obviously, so you'll see them on the tier list. So please do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by this year. And whilst you're there, you might as well like and comment, because if you like and comment, it's the same as donating, and I'm trying to save for a PC. So please do like and comment. It only takes a couple seconds out of your day, and it's very generous. And if you'd like to donate, you can donate if you would like to. So yeah, and also go join my Discord server down below if you want to contact me, trade, and do things like that. So go join my Discord server down below. Let's try to hit 150 likes in this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get straight into the tier list. So first we got a meta and a usable tier. Now both of these tiers are garbage. If you summon for any of these units, you shouldn't be summoning for any of these units. If you have them, use them, don't evolve them. Just summon for units later on in the tier list, but do not summon for the units. If you have them, don't evolve them. Just use them to help you in the early game until you can summon for the later on units, because they're not worth the materials of evolving them at all. Now we've got good ground, good air/hybrid, and good support. Now I will not summon for any of these units either, except if you're insanely struggling. Actually no, still don't really summon for them, but if you have them, you can evolve the top, so the top left, like the top 5 in the top left, you can evolve them, but do not specifically summon for them. But you can evolve them if you're really struggling, but I don't recommend doing either. But if you're in a struggle, only from the top left, because top left to bottom right goes top left is the best, bottom right is worst. So yeah. Then we've got farms. Now farms aren't too specific, they're the same every tier list at this point. Maybe they'll change in the future, who knows. But Nami is a tradable unit, so if you can't trade, then don't get Nami, doesn't matter. Just get Bulma and Speedwagon, that's all you need. Bulma used for infinite ledge stages. You can use it for story if you really want to, doesn't matter. Use Speedwagon for story. Speedwagon is cheaper and gives you less money. Bulma is more expensive, it gives you more money. The difference between Speedwagon and Bulma isn't that much. You can get them both from the banner, special, non-featured, doesn't matter. You get them either way because they're epic and legendary. So it doesn't really matter which one you have. It's good to have two, but that's pretty much it. I mean, they all don't give a large different amount of cash. Like it's not like one gives loads, one gives way less. So they're all pretty much the same. Just have whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter too much. Now Meta Burn has definitely fallen off, and there is no new addition to Meta Burn. I used to have Meta Burn just because before, back in the days, it used to be like an actual important thing to have burn units, but nowadays it's not really a thing. So yeah, I mean Demiurge is the best burn unit in the game, but I will not summon for any burn unit at the moment since burn units aren't really a thing, and Guts is a burn type, so it just defeats the purpose of burn completely, because you don't need the actual burn ability and you don't need the burn type. So yeah, there's no really point in getting burn. Now we've got Meta Bleed, where we actually got a new addition of a new unit. I forgot his name. It's the third one, the guy with the white shirt and the grey hair. I think his name's Azumai or something. I really do not know his name. I already forgot, if I'm being completely honest. But he's a new Meta Bleed unit. He does decent amount of damage, 158,000 per 5.6 seconds. But that's just like a little bit more than base stats. So yeah, I mean, he does decent amount of damage. He's a ground unit and he bleeds, so his prioritize is basically just bleeding. So he does very good bleed. That's pretty much it about him. Guts still the best unit, and you should definitely summon for Guts because it does a lot of DPS and bleed, and you should definitely grind raids for Stain because he does a lot of damage and he does also bleed. So definitely get Stain from raids, and definitely summon for Guts when you see him in the banner. But the new unit that does bleed, I would really recommend going for him, but you're probably going to get him when you're grinding for Danzai, which is the new secret, which I talk about later on. Now Danzai, who I think is the new best support unit in the game, or one of the new best support units in the game, because meta support is like quite I don't know what you call it, like it's opinion based, or it's not like you can't just say yeah, this is the correct answer. So there is no best meta support unit at the moment that's like so far clears, but there is like, so even though I put him first, he's not really first. It's no first, it's only like maybe a top 10 or whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and I'll let you know which support units to go for. But first I'm explaining why Danzai is so high, and why it's a meta support, and why it's so good, and why it's the support unit. So basically his ability makes anything in its range, in its ability's range, lose like all of its debuffs. Now what I mean by debuffs, I mean like regen, armor, the fact that it's flying, things like that, it gets removed for 15 to 20 seconds when it's hit by Danzai's ability, which is very, very broken and can be used in pretty much every single thing. So yeah, that is very broken. Then we got Homura, so I definitely get danzai from the new event. I definitely get Homura. Homura is a time stop unit. I'll definitely get Law, definitely get Kira, definitely get Griffin, definitely get Erwin, definitely get Leafy or Wenda. Just get one of the two since they both do the same thing. But Wenda's legendary, get Koichi and get Oshi, and get Shoute if you get Guts. Now Meta/Hybrid, we actually have addition of one new heal unit, which I think might actually be the new best heal unit in the game, just for its fairly high DPS, large AoE circle, and large range, around 40 range. I mean, the SP is like 8.3 or something, 8.5, something like that, and its damage is like 200k, so it's quite a lot. And it's chuyo, which is the unit next to Luffy and the one behind Tengen. It's the one with the hat, the checkered thing, the chocolate thing, and the like red looking hair. He's in the thumbnail too. So yeah, he is, and he does quite a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure he's the best hero unit in the game, and he's very, very good. And he's the only new addition to Meta/Hybrid, and he's the only hybrid unit of the update. So yeah, he's very good. You should definitely go get him, and you'll probably get him whilst grinding for danzai, since you just get him from the event summons, and he's definitely worth grinding and evolving. Now, not including him, who I recommend summoning and grinding for, I definitely recommend getting Gilgamesh, I definitely recommend getting Ainz, I recommend getting Griffin, I recommend getting Guts, and that is pretty much it. I recommend getting Chuyo or getting Haribo or Madei. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Meta/Hybrid. That's all the units I recommend getting. Now, they did add quite a hefty amount of meta ground units this update. I say that, but it's only 2, but compared to how much units they actually dropped, meta ground was actually like, they did add a decent amount by adding 2. Now, the new ones, they're both actually pretty good, to be fair. They are actually very good ground units, which you got, I forgot the first one's name, I think it's Izu or something like that, Izumi, something like that, I don't know. Then you got Aku. So yeah, Izu or whatever her name is the better one, since she does actually a little bit more damage than Aku. She also has a little bit more SPA, but she does 50% crit. So yeah, and then you got Aku. Both better than Kira when it comes to raw DPS, raw ground DPS, and then Saber, and yeah, whatever the rest. But Roger is still the best, and Stain is still the best. So yeah, nothing to change about that. But you can't get Roger unless you trade. So what I recommend you do is either you grind raids for Stain, since you'll need Stain with your Guts either way. So go do raids and get Stain. But if you can't do that and you get the Isu from summon, that's great. But I wouldn't really go for Aku, but if you get him, you get him. And Kira, go for him because you need the ability from meta support anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if I don't respond, go join my Discord server down below. Because yeah, so there's not much else to say. Go join my Discord server down below. And please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So please do subscribe. And like and comment, because it's the same as donating. And I'm trying to save up for a PC. So just like and comment. Takes 2 seconds out of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.